Hey, it's Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video. Market opens up here in less than 1 minute, so I will do my best to capture some live entry points and exit points. It is Friday, so we'll see how the day goes. I will keep you updated. All right, I have some fishing orders out there. Nothing has been hit yet, so I am searching. I'm just not getting any fills. I will keep you updated. Added another fishing order here on ALTR. So now I'm kind of just, I got all sorts of lines in the water. Got to see if I can get any nibbles anywhere. All right, got just a small little entry point here on Shack at 80.01, big spread one. So I'm trying to factor that in. But if I can get, actually, what is that? No, I'd like to scale out, so let me change that. This is a very fast mover. So we'll see if I can get some sort of move back to the upside, but I'm willing to accumulate on the pullback here. Just going in very small. That's why I only had 200 shares, because it is a very volatile one. So we'll see what happens here with this one, but I'm going to keep on looking around also. I'll keep you updated. If it looks like I'm going to get filled either on my entry point or to exit out any shares, I'll keep you posted. All right, sorry about that. Fast mover, like I said, just scaled out of 200 of my shares at 35. We'll see if I can get any more of a bounce. But to be honest, I would really just like to get out of this position. Volume dried up quite a bit from that opening period, so now it's just been getting very jumpy. So let's see if I can just get out up there. See what I mean? Okay, so they've given me 40 shares out of my 100. Just volume dried up, so it's just not as fluid as what I would like for it to be. So let's see if I can get the remainder of those shares. So I need, what, 60 more here at 38. So just very choppy. And actually, I'm going to hit the bid if I see anything pop up that gives me, puts me into the green. All right, so finally got rid of those. Now I have some more up there at 49, but again, you know, I just want out. So let's see if I can get some at 48. And this thing, you know, very well could be bouncing, but it's not fitting my, you know, profile in terms of what I want in regards to, you know, liquidity. I need things to be selling a little bit or moving a little bit better than what this is here. So I mean, to have to fight and claw just to get out, and I'll explain what I mean. Luckily, I haven't seen much else in the market moving, so it's not like I've been tied up in this one. I have been searching around too, but who knows? I may end up. This thing is just frustrating here. See if we can get any sort of move back upwards, but I mean, volume has really just dried up on me here. And now I got the computer. Look at that. See, right when that jumped me, watch. I'm going to move this to 33. Watch the order. See, 32 now. So the computers are out there. They're not letting me get best bid. Watch, I'll go 31. It'll go 30. There we go. Finally beat the algorithm right there. But they drove me all the way down here. You saw how fat. There we go. So whenever I'd get out, and then look at that. Took me to the woodshed. Took me to the woodshed. Well played, computers. Well played. If you didn't see what was going on, go ahead and rewind that. And you'll see that whenever I put the best offer, all of a sudden somebody would jump in front of me. So I totally got taken to school there by the computers. But let's move on. Okay, I'm going to look to try to accumulate a position here into this pullback off the nice breakout move here. So my first entry, just 500 shares. So on a $3 stock, obviously not going to make a killing on that. But I'm just easing my way in, so we'll see if it can pull back there. But I am scanning for other setups too. Probably being a little too aggressive on this entry point, but I have an entry point to start building a position here at 66.61 on SPLK. So we'll see if I get filled here. All right, I have a stop in here at 78.27. I want to see how this move goes. I was looking for weakness, and I got it. So now I'm going to adjust that down. Whoops. 221. I am short. So I'm just going to follow this down. I'm already making money. Now it's just a question of how much money am I going to make, and that just is all going to be dictated by, you know, how far does this price action roll over. So hoping now for a break here of 78, but if not, I'm in the ultimate spot to be in as a trader, where the only question you have is, well, how much money am I going to make? Because I'm already in the green. Now I'm just going to ride this stop loss down, and we'll see how far this pullback goes. Maybe I'll get extra lucky and this will be a total collapse. I wish. I'm dreaming on that one, but it could happen, and if it happens, I want to make sure that I keep myself in the trade to let it happen. So, like I said, right now, stop loss is at 78.21, and I will continue to move this down. I'm not going to move it down anymore unless, you know, this round number here at 78 can be broken. If it can, then I will move it down to 11. So, right now, it's just a matter of seeing if the price can push through the $78 level. So, it's trying. But we'll have to sit back and see what happens here with it. But yeah, talk about, I mean, you know, trading does not need to be stressful. You just need to plan things out and put yourselves in positions like I am right now, where it's just really a question of, let's see, it's going for that round number break of 78. There should be quite a bit of support there, but if it can break through there, should get a nice little move to the downside. So there it is, and as suspected, quite a bit of support. So it's going to take a effort on the bearish part to push through it. Not impossible, but definitely effort is going to be required. So I got to see if it can break, and as soon as it does, I will be lowering down my stop loss. But it's got to break that number. I don't want to give myself don't want to get myself out of the trade before I need to. So I know the video is running long here, but I'll try to capture the break here. Okay, so there it's trying to head upwards. Again, stop is at 78.21. Now you're thinking, why not? Why not just take all your profits down here? You're losing out on all your profits. Well, what happens if this thing does collapse? Then what are you going to be saying? You're going to be saying, well, why did you sell everything up? So keep in mind, you know, hindsight can really be quite foolish, and now it's looking like I'm standing a chance of getting stopped out. We'll see. I am at 78.21. So it's sitting right on that border now. Okay, now it's heading back down. Now it's back up. So we're in definitely a little kind of chop zone, up and down, up and down. But it doesn't really, and I'm out. And I got out, okay, at 78.27. So quite a bit more, 6 cents more, but that's what happens on these fast ones. You're not always going to get what you want, but who knows? Maybe I got cheap shotted there and it's going to roll back over. If it does, it is what it is. That's what happens. But yeah, up $75, and I'm a half an hour into the day. If you watched yesterday's video, by this point, I think I was up like $400. So every day is a new day, and you know, every day is going to produce different results. So who knows? We'll see what happens. But hindsight's making me kick myself now. Watch it come down here and now break through 78. But oh well. And here is LLY. So that's why I just set the stop, and you know, had I just said no, I think it can work, and you know, gotten myself into trouble, you know, it is what it is. Sure, I could have flipped around, and hindsight says, well, why weren't you buying there? Why were you waiting for a short? Well, keep in mind, you're asking all these questions in hindsight. You know, had this continued to fall, oh wow, you know, how'd you? So you know, just hindsight. Remember that. But now I'm actually interested in potentially shorting some. So let me get an order up there at 79.35, and we'll see what happens with it. I'll keep you up to date. All right, so I picked up some shares here at 78.71, and I got 200 shares sold. But what I'm trying to do now is buy back those 200 shares that I sold up in the 70s for profits, trying to buy them back at 78.61, so I can then try to resell them again for profit. So try to scale out a little bit more. Things are slowing down here a little bit in terms of, you know, the volatility on this one. Still enough little wiggle room to try to pull out some gains, but again, not exactly the ideal scenario, and it's just not quite working out like I'd like it to in terms of the movement. So let's see what can happen here. I will pause it. I'll keep you updated. All right. Sorry about that. Quick move back upwards. So it's not looking like that. And, you know, I'm actually getting greedy at this point. I said I don't like it. Then it moves a little bit. And then I'm saying, oh, I'll stick in. But I'm not honoring the plan. So I'm just going to hop all out. So I'm done for the day. It's 10:21. So almost an hour in. And up $95. So I don't want to come across like I'm not grateful or anything like that, but like I said, every day is a new day. Every day is different. If you watched yesterday's video, you know, by this time I was up over $400. But at this point, up 95. So not really, probably not the most exciting video in terms of action, but there were some key things that I covered that, you know, can be applied in terms of, you know, risk management, trying to let winners work for you. And of course, it didn't work out, and I got stopped out. But you know, you can see what happened when I did get stopped out. That could have been much worse as this one continued on up. But it is what it is. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, meaning with charts, you know, you don't necessarily have to be looking to learn how to trade and sell within a few minutes like I am. But that's the great thing about charts. Whether you're looking to sell within a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, charts can be molded to fit your particular strategy and what your goals are in terms of time frame. So I'd encourage you to go to claytrader.com. I have multiple premium training courses there. Also have a private trading group where you can hang out with me and other traders in a live chat room. And also with that service, you get a subscription to my Power Profit Scan weekly newsletter. So you check that stuff out. Everything's very fairly priced. And finally, the big question that I always get is, how do I find the stocks that I trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then stick around. As soon as I'm done talking, I will bring up a link that you can click on and go and get that guide. So thanks for watching. Get out there and trade without emotion.